Performing update operation in room. You are in section 4, video 6. And in this video, we will continue with the demo application that we have been working on since the last video. We will implement the listener in the recycler view items, on clicking which the edit operation will take place. Then we will add the edit note activity. And then we will write the code for update operation in all the components of room. So let us move to Android Studio and begin coding. So here, this is the image view for delete and this is the image view for edit. And I have added these icons in my drawable folder, which you can see here. So that was the changes I've made to the list item. I have added another activity layout, which we will use for editing the note. Here, there is an edit text and then we have two buttons for update and cancel operation. So this is pretty simple. I have added an edit note activity and a view model for the edit note activity, for which the owner will be edit note activity. So here in this activity, I have initialized the edit text and here is the note model, which is the instance of edit note view model. And in the activity edit layout, on click of the update button, the function update note will be executed, and on clicking the cancel button, cancel update will be executed. And these two functions I have defined in the edit note activity. Now in my edit note view model, the class extends Android view model. It is pretty much same as the note view model that we have been working on. Nothing so different. We have the string tag. I have declared the DAO and the database, and in the constructor, I have initialized the database instance and the DAO instance, and this database instance will return me the same instance that was created because we have been working on with the singleton database instance. So this was the pretty much setup I have done, and now we will get started with writing the code for editing the note. On clicking this icon, the update operation has to take place. So in our note list adapter, we will set the listener for the delete as well as the edit operation. We will look into the edit operation in this video. In the onBind view holder method, holder.setListener, and we will define this method in our view holder class. Let's say set listeners. And here let us set the listener for our edit and delete button. I have initialized the image delete and image edit here in my note view holder class. On clicking the edit icon, we need to fetch the ID of the note and send it to our edit activity, where we will fetch the note and populate our edit activity, for which the edit icon is clicked. First we will initialize the intent, using which we will start our edit activity and pass the data to it. This context is the context of our main activity. We will put the ID of the note that is clicked. So let us give the key as note ID. And here the value for it will be mnotes, which is the list of my note. And from this list, I want to get the note in the position, m position, and for this note, I need to get the ID. So here get ID. And now we will pass this ID to our edit activity. So from our adapter, we will use the activity context, which is for our main activity. And we will start this activity for result because we want to go back to our main activity after the edit operation is done. So the first parameter will be the intent and the second will be the request code. So let us initialize the request code in our main activity. So we are pretty much done with our adapter code. Now let us move to the edit note activity and write the code to get this ID, fetch the note and populate our edit activity. So let us declare the variables. So we are using the live data for note. Here in the onCreate method, let us fetch the data that we just passed using the bundle. this key should be same as this one. So here we have fetched the note ID, and let us fetch the note for this note ID. So we need to write the query for fetching the note ID in our DAO and the view model. So let us start with the DAO. So here this is the function to get the note for which the ID is note ID. And now in our edit note view model, we will write the wrapper function to get the note. And this method will return the live data note. So this is my get note function in my edit note view model. And now we will use this function from our edit note activity to get the note for which the ID is this. So in our edit note activity, let us fetch the note. And now we will observe this live data note and update our UI's edit text with the note. Note.observe. So this note comes from here. Now let us run our application and make sure that we are able to fetch the note for which the edit icon is clicked. So let us run our application and make sure you have your edit note activity declared in your Android manifest file. Else your app is going to crash when you click the edit icon. So here this is my main activity and here is my delete and the edit icon. Now on clicking this edit icon, I should move to the edit activity where I'll get this note in my edit text. So yes, I have successfully fetched the note and displayed it in my edit activity. In case if we change this note, we should be able to update this and display it in our main activity. So let us write the code for it. So here from the edit note activity in the update note function, we will fetch the data and send it to our main activity where we will update our room database. So we have put the note ID and the updated note into our result intent and we are setting the result to result OK and finishing it. And in case if the cancel button is clicked, we will just finish this activity and redirect the user to our main activity. So here we are passing the note to the calling activity, which is our main activity. So in our main activity, let us write the code in case if the request code is update note activity request code. So here we will add another if else condition for updating the note. Let us write the methods in our DAO and the view model for updating the note. Let us start with the DAO. This will be my update query for the note which I send. Now let us write the wrapper function in our view model. And we will do this using the async task. We will name it update async task. Same way like we did for the insert operation, let us write the code for the update async task. So here we have written the code for the update async task. Now let us call this function from our main activity and update the note. So here we are creating the note instance for which the first parameter is the note ID which we are sending from our edit activity and then is the text for the note which is again sent from the edit activity. And then After creating this instance of node, we are passing it to the update method of our view model. And after the update is done, a toast message will be displayed. Now let us run our application and see what's going on. So here is our application up and running, and let us edit this note and check if it is working for us. So here we will change its name to note 4 and then hit update. So yes, we have successfully updated our data in the room. Now let's see how the cancel functionality is working. Let's change it to 5 and now let us hit cancel. So here, because the result code was not okay, the else part was executed and the note was not saved. Let us add the note. Saved it, edit it. Let's say note 5 new, update it, and yes, we have the add, edit and fetch operation working all fine. And since we are using the live data for the list of the nodes, the changes in the database is taken care of and the UI is updated accordingly. So summarizing everything that we have learned so far for the update operation, what we did was, first we added the icons to our list item and set the listener for it in our adapter. We added and set up the edit activity. We created a view model for it and initialized its instance in the edit activity. We fetched the node and displayed it in the edit activity. Now, after populating the edit activity, we started working for the update operation. Now, for update operation, we first wrote the update query in DAO and then we added the wrapper function in our view model, for which we used the async task, and that was all. The updates that we made was reflected in the main activity because the list of node that we were fetching from the room DB was observed. That was all for this video. In the next video, we will perform the delete operation for our room.